And another episode of NBA 2K12. The last episode, I hear the Bears name hit the game winning shot against the Caps, and then the second game, not close game, not close as the Rockets beat the Timberwolves, and now next game, we're off to the Mile High City in Denver. One of the most interesting Western Conference matchup is gonna be Kenyon Martin and the Denver Nuggets take on Kobe Bryant of the Los Angeles Lakers. And every time Lakers and Nuggets have ever seen this met in the playoffs 9 times, the rivalry began in 1979, and always Lakers beat Nuggets 7 times so far. And it was 1979, 1985, and 1987, and they met in the playoffs during Kobe Bryant, Carmelo Anthony was 2008 and 2009. 2012 was post Carmelo Anthony was joining the Knicks, and then there was never alone the Lakers and Kobe a 43-1 edge in 2012 playoffs against the Nuggets in the first round, ended up 2020 conference finals in the Western Conference during the NBA bubble. Game 2, Anthony Davis hits the game-winning shot at the buzzer in the NBA Finals in 5 by the Lakers, and then twice the game, the Denver Nuggets got both twice in the Western Conference Finals in 2023 in a sweep, and ended up eventually won the championship in 2023 by the Nuggets. And last season, the Lakers and Nuggets have met each other in games in the first round of the playoffs between the Lakers and Nuggets. Won the series in 5, but the Nuggets won the series in 5 because of Jamal Murray hit the game-winning shot in Game 2 buzzer beater. In Game 5, Jamal Murray hits the game-winning shot to close out in Game 5 and lead the Lakers. It's going to be what will be a good, interesting matchup between the Lakers and Nuggets. This is going to be a great, interesting game. Well, that will do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. We'll be right back after this. Enjoy the video from Pepsi Center in Denver for a marquee matchup. Kobe Bryant and the Lakers taking on Kenyon Martin and the Nuggets. Anyways, let's send it over to Kevin Harlan in Mile High. Take it away. Enjoy the video for Pepsi Center.
Welcome to 2K Sports in the NBA. I'm your host, Damon Bruce. Welcome to this President's Day NBA matchup. It'll be Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers facing off against the Denver Nuggets. Don't forget to tune back in to the HP Halftime Report.
On the day that George Washington was born, 2K Sports brings you the best in NBA coverage. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Doris Burke joining us from the sidelines. And State Farm presents the starting lineups. First for the Lakers, Fisher and Kobe man the backcourt. And they've got Andrew Bynum, the big man, all in the middle. Always can be counted on, a looming presence and a force both offensively and defensively. Then there's Artest, and it's Gasol, and at the 4. And looking at the Nuggets, Boston and Afflalo are the backcourt. And the man in the middle is Nene. He is such an asset to this team. They love what he brings every night. Then there's Gallinari, and it's Martin in at the power forward.
Guys, if you're a visiting team,
Another note is why he said President Day, as the celebration of February 17, known as the President Day, was been known as the founding member of the United States, George Washington. That was good. What was weird was it's not interesting for the years. It's a good game.
Pepsi Center is one of the toughest places to try to steal a win. I mean, the altitude isn't helping matters, that's for sure, and it can actually literally take the wind out of it.
Tip-off goes to Denver. Now, here's Watson. Here's Martin, and the big-time jam. Let's see it again with the spike slam jam.
Come on now, I didn't see. Can you believe that? Boy, a little bit of flair and flavor at the end of it.
Oh, that'll be a fan favorite.
That was not your average typical dunk.
And for the Nuggets, going back to their home court advantage, you know, you get off the opposing team bus, the first sign you see as you go in that doorway is, just to warn you folks, you're a mile high. Breathe in, right?
That's right.
You play there, you see. It's hard to breathe here. So now you mix in their high energy, that high pace of game that they go through. I mean, wow, what a combination.
Yeah, it's a lethal combination if you're a road team. And they're too deep at every position, guys, so they can really put some pressure on you at both ends of the floor. You see that as soon as there was an opening, he's ready to pass right through.
Artest, good.
Coming back with a three of their own, I like that. Good response. Yeah, I agree with you. See, this is a team that will not back down. I mean, I'm not surprised to see them answer that way.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, George Karl and I caught up for just a bit. One of the things he and his players take pride in is that they put just as much effort into rebounding on the offensive end as they do on the defensive end. He wants us to watch just how hard they work getting position on the offensive end of the floor, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. So Clark, an early focus on crushing the boards
Well,
here.
that's always, Kevin, a big part of winning basketball is doing a good job on the glass. So many advantages come from owning the glass on both ends of the court.
Now here's Toby. Tight defense on him. It's blocked. They recover it. Artest kicks to Kobe. And there's the 3-second violation. On offense, here are the Nuggets.
Oh, you talk about Pau Gasol. You think about the luxury of having a 7-footer who can play the power forward or center spot. He's really the key to that Laker front line. He's so graceful around the rim. Sometimes you forget how strong he is.
Lawson working against Fisher. Not loose. Lyman with the steal. It's one-on-one. Outside for Artest. Gallinari with the steal. And so here is Denver. Taken away by Nene.
When the pass is in the air that long, he gives the defender plenty of time to get to it.
Kobe with the steal. The pass to Fisher. And it's Martin picking him out. Sinks the three-pointer. Fisher's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And going back to the versatility of Pau Gasol. So skilled, he can pass, shoot, handle the ball, and do it all.
And we really haven't seen many players of his size, Kevin, with that wide array of talent. I mean, he could be a really good player if he was only 6 foot. That's how skilled he is.
Gallinari against Artest. Kobe passes to Artest. 6 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And there's another one for the Lakers.
You look at what George Karl has overcome in his battle against cancer and other issues the last few years, and it's just a testament to how tough a person he is.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Coach doesn't look pleased at all. He's going to try to iron things out.
Good thoughts by Clark as we go back to George Karl. A lot of guys, Steve, would have called it a career, but you know and I know, all of us know, he just loves this game so much.
Well, it was so nice to see the support that he got from around the league as he battled cancer. Did such a great job with that team during the Carmelo drama, as they called it. It was really a very taxing year for George Karl, but he battled through it and ended up putting Denver in a really good spot heading into the postseason.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Chandler dishes to the net.
Extra hands on that dunk and made sure the photo op didn't go to waste.
I'll tell you what, that's usually a technical foul, but I think he got away with that one there.
Lakers leading by 3.
Well, you know, a recent stat said that in the last 15 years, the Lakers are on average the best offense in the NBA. But in crunch time, ironically, they fall to around 12th best offensively. Not nearly as effective.
Here's Brewer, and it's good. 3 contact, hits the shot, he'll go to the free throw line. Going back to the Lakers, and they're let down as far as crunch time offense goes. Good point by you. Steve, you take it now. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think Kobe's not the player that he once was, Kevin. I mean, he's not as athletic. He's not as capable as he used to be getting shots off against any type of defense. And I think the rest of the guys maybe lost a little confidence in themselves as a result.
And again, it's the Lakers.
Such a difficult shot to defend, that turnaround.
Lawson against Fisher. Lawson kicks to Brewer. From 20 feet out. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Brewer's got his second basket of the night. Outside, Kobe is taken away by Brewer. The feather touch on the Thunder roll. Beautiful. The Lakers trail. Kobe, the pass to Gasol. On the arc, and Kobe the bucket with the assist by Gasol. 10 points for Kobe Bryant.
Boy, they just cannot figure out a way to stop this guy this quarter, Kevin.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The dish now to Nene. Back to Lawson. Hangs in the air, and the layup is good. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Yeah, we're now starting to see them get some high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 buckets inside the lane, so they're getting really high percentage looks down there.
12 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Martin. That one falls. Went off Lawson's feet. Martin's got 5 now. He could go. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And guys, how about this? The officials are indeed signaling a review of the last shot. If the basket is good, we've got a different outcome in this one. Wow.
Well, now that we can see the replay, it looks like he did get the shot off in time. It looked that way to me originally, and that's the call we should see here.
You're right. I think he got it off, but anytime it's as close a call as that was, in a big situation like this, it's always smart to take a closer look.
And the replay indicates they got it right the first time. The basket will stand.
Well, it was very close. You know, it was tough to tell when it originally left his hand. But of course, Kevin, that's exactly why we have this rule. The officials, they need a little help on these plays, and these are very important. You've got to make sure you get it right. That's why I like this rule.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Lakers lead by 3.
How about the three-point shooting? The scoring has really come in bunches from long range.
Yeah, it seems like every time down the floor they're knocking down the triple.
And we'll be back in just a moment. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Lakers leading by 3.
Well, despite all the turmoil surrounding the Nuggets last season, the Pepsi Center was a sanctuary as far as wins were concerned. 33-8 for the Nuggets at home, and that was while they were dealing with all the Carmelo Anthony situation.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
He knows his role, he embraces it. He's really a guy that you can go to offensively.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Guys, Kobe Bryant becomes the youngest player in NBA history to score 27,000 points, edging out Wilt Chamberlain, and one of just a list of NBA records to his name. Until they come up. When I'm older and I'm like 70 years old or something like that, maybe then I'll get a little more sentimental. But right now, I just want to win. Guys, if you think Kobe Bryant is done with that, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, championship mentality, Doris. Good point. Thanks. Our test. Gallinari covering. Our test. Good. And Denver has always been a tough place to win for road teams. Like you said, Steve, third best home record a season ago. The elevation certainly is a factor. You talk to players, Clark, you played in that mile-high air. It makes it a little bit hard to catch your breath.
It does. I mean, there's certainly something to the elevation, but there's also something to the transversing through different time zones, which is often the case, especially for teams coming from the east. And then you factor in a very enthusiastic and supportive crowd. But the biggest thing is they're usually pretty good. I mean, they got a pretty good roster, so it's no wonder that teams have a tough time getting wins at the toughest stage.
That's good defense. Don't let a guy get away and foul hard and send him to the free throw line.
Yeah, I like that billboard there, sending a message. You can't come in here and get anything free in our paint.
Touching up on the changes for Denver. Nene, he's checked in for Anderson. Harrington comes in for Kenyon Martin. And it's Lawson in for Andre Miller.
Well, I thought last season was a tough one for Ron Artest. I mean, he struggled with his shot. Even his defense was a little short. Consistent with routine.
Tight spot there. Clearly, perfect pass.
Here's Kobe. He's got 14. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's Kobe. Artest against Gallinari. Gets it to go. That's 10 points for Ron Artest. And Clark, for Artest last season, as he struggled, some of the coaches' critiques poured out in the media. Steve, I don't think Ron appreciated that very much.
No, there was even a rumor that he might have wanted a trade prior to the All-Star break. But fortunately for LA and for Artest, we started to play much better after the All-Star break. We got more consistent and the finish strong. And, he's still a guy who can help the Lakers. Just with his physical play and his toughness.
Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
For the Nuggets, Chris Anderson has checked in for Nene, and Wilson Chandler's subbed in for Al Harrington. The Lakers also making some changes. Theo Ratliff comes in for Andrew Bynum. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for Steve Blake.
Well, one of the things that has made the Lakers so good is their depth and their balance. In fact, last year, defensively, they had the 5th lowest field goal percentage defense in the league, under 44% for their opponents.
The three from McClellan. And the shot is good. McClellan's got 9.
Well, the lead just going back and forth here. We're seeing some really good basketball.
You know what, guys? I've lost track of how many times the lead has changed. I mean, it's obvious, though, it's been a good one, and neither side can pull away.
And for the Lakers, Clark, that big front court, a big part why they're so tough defensively. Steve just said it, percentage defensively under 44%.
Well, length is hard to score over. I mean, they've got some tough defenders up and down the roster, really, and they play a physical style. I mean, you think about a guy like Matt Barnes, Ron Artest. Kobe is a killer defensively when he's locked in. And then they're all experienced, too. I mean, that adds to that defensive prowess as well.
Out of bounds. And they retain possession. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Mike Brown is completely aware of the big shoes he has to fill in replacing Phil Jackson as head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. At the same time, he knows that he isn't the same type of coach and Zen master that Phil Jackson was and has to be himself. I'm not Phil Jackson. I'm not going to be him, Brown said. I have to be who I am. Pretty good starting point, Kevin.
Thank you for that, Doris. And really, Brown can just be himself.
Yeah, you don't get very far trying to imitate other coaches. You got to do you. He'll be fine if he does what he's done up to this point. Hey, right here, right here.
Miller against Fisher. Martez knocks it away. And the Lakers with some changes. Andrew Bynum's checked in for Theo Ratliff. Barnes comes in for Pau Gasol. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Kobe. Guy is a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
Playing with a lot of confidence, just some self-assurance. I like what we're seeing. And they're going to need more possessions like that one to try to extend this lead.
And if they have possessions like that, guys, they'll continue to add to their margin and keep that pace going brisk.
Make some noise, Denver. Your Nuggets dancers. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of the game. Off the run. That's good from Chandler on the assist by Miller. Chandler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Tipped away. Miller outside. He's covered by Fisher. Goes up, and that one's good by Miller.
Awesome. He doesn't have a whole lot of speed, but boy, does he play hard.
Here's Barnes.
Ooh-wee, Kevin. That was a big shot to extend their lead and send them into halftime with momentum.
And that does it for the first half of play. And we'll get back to the action right after this.
We bring a little extra stature to this President's Day edition of the HP Halftime Report. The Los Angeles Lakers in front against Denver. They've played gritty D and have been hauling in the defensive rebounds. Kobe's been lights out the first 2 quarters. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. And the Nuggets, they're putting up a fight. They've been pounding the ball inside, scoring a ton of points in the paint. We've seen Danilo Gallinari having a superb game. He's got 10 points, and the defense has been rock solid. These two have set the benchmark so far tonight, leading their teams in first half scoring. Thanks so much for joining me at halftime. Send you back out to Kevin and the gang.
Ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
You know, I was really impressed. Despite all of the turmoil that surrounded the Nuggets, they were very competitive in the West last season. They managed 30 wins in their 52 in-conference games, and that's about a 60% clip in a really tough conference.
Lawson dishes to Gallinari. And that's the devastating one-handed jam.
I can't imagine if we'll see one better than that tonight.
I'm with you on
Oh, yeah, I'd be shocked if we saw something more entertaining than that one.
Nice second look we just had there with our Sprite Slam Cam. Here's Kobe. 20 points for him. For the Nuggets, an interesting mix of young talent and veterans. And Steve, I guess only time will tell if we think this team is going to get better as they move along.
Well, I think the key is chemistry. You know, they've got a lot of players who expect playing time. They came in and did a good job a year ago after the Carmelo trade. Can they maintain that togetherness and chemistry as they go forward?
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And one of the things you like about the Lakers, their ability to go out on the road and win. In fact, last season, they were 27-14 away from Staples Center.
Here's Lawson. He's covered by Fisher. Lawson takes the mark. That one falls. And off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got 6 assists here tonight. And the Lakers cross.
How's that for finishing with flavor?
Absolutely fantastic.
I think he was saving that one for a special occasion.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Back to Martin. Gasol covering. And the shot is good. 9 points for Kenyon Martin.
Now, last time Mike Brown coached in the NBA was with the 2010 Cavaliers. LeBron James' last year with Cleveland. And Mike Brown had a pretty good record with the Cavs. He even won Coach of the Year in 2009.
Here's Nene. And Denver again with the bucket.
What an offensive display he's putting on.
And at this point, Steve, you got to put more pressure on him, bring help, and make him move the ball. You know, it's really the kind of game you expect from him, guys. I mean, extremely efficient, taking a lot of good shots.
Getting back to Brown for just a second. Carved a couple of 60-win teams under his watch. While in Cleveland, of course, LeBron James was in with him.
Yeah, exactly, and that bodes well going forward. Unfortunately, he was not able to translate those 61 seasons into a championship. But there are a lot of factors that come into winning a championship. I don't think you can disparage Mike Brown at all because he did a terrific job in getting those teams to the level he got them to, and that experience will serve him well as he tries to help the Lakers win another championship.
And Flalo, that's good.
This is a fantastic run to start this second half.
For 3. And Artest gets it to go on the assist from Kobe. 20 points for Ron Artest.
This is a very steady performance offensively for him. Now Kobe Bryant still chasing that 6th ring. If he ends up getting it, he would tie Michael Jordan. Of course, Michael was always a tremendous inspiration for Kobe Bryant.
Lawson outside. And again it's Denver.
Well, they really picked up the intensity here since after.
I think they got the peps off of both teams now, really going after each other.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for the Nuggets. Brewer comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And then for the Lakers, Theo Ratliff. He's just checked in for Bynum. Barnes comes in for Ron Artest. And it's Johnson in for Kobe. Stevie mentioned Kobe still working toward those 6 rings. He's got 5 right now. But Kobe thought that, tying Jordan wasn't his motivation. Well, I do think he wanted to help Phil Jackson go out on the right way. And that, of course, didn't work out.
No, it did not work out. But I think there was a combination of factors. One, he obviously wants to do it because he wants to do it. And I don't think the Jordan piece is out of the equation as being one of the inspiring factors for trying to grab that 6th one. And, I mean, quite honestly, he should. That he wants to try to win it every year.
Well, he's always compared to Jordan. I mean, why wouldn't that just be a natural feeling anyway? You can't fault him for it.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Here's Barnes. 8 points for him. It's all backing down. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
What a marvelous job they've done sharing the basketball. A ton of assists.
Well, they know where each other is all the time. They're moving the ball, just finding the open guy. Nobody seems to care who scores.
Lets it go from the wing. And Nene with the basket on the assist by Lawson. Lawson's got his 8th assist in the game. And here is Barnes. Gasol backing down. Again, the Lakers.
Now, the thing you notice, you look at the stat sheet, they have a lot more assists. That's been a factor.
Yeah, I like the fact they're moving the ball. Less ISOs, more ball movement, more player movement. It's a fun style to watch, commentate, and to play.
Here's Nene. Again, the Nuggets score.
Well, they've done a lot of their damage from mid-range here, guys. I mean, knocking down those shots with regularity.
Yeah, how about 8 of their last 10 points, guys, coming off that mid-range area jump shot. So, you don't have to be at the rim to score.
Here's Kobe. Corner shot. Connects. The jumper drops. Barnes has got 10 points in the game. Here comes Ty Lawson. 12 points for him. A three ball. And there's Chandler. That's good. And the assist by Lawson. Lawson's got 9 assists now today. And here's Kobe. And he trains the... But let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And to me, it looks pretty clear on the instant replay, guys. The ball was out of his hands in time. I mean, they need to get this one right. It's a big situation here.
Yeah, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion, Clark. The camera gives us a good look at it. There's a tick or two left on the clock.
And they're going to count it. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
Yeah, good to see them get that one right. That's exactly why we have this rule in place. And I like it. Each basket is so important in these games that you just got to make sure you get it right at the end of the quarter.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, double-double through the first 3 quarters, so he is giving them a huge boost.
Yeah, stat sheet stuffer of a performance, Steve, making his presence known across the stat sheet.
From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. As the fourth quarter gets rolling here, let's check out our Sprite Spark of the Game, presented by Sprite. Hey, Doris.
Hi, guys. Well, it was the stretch by the Lakers that garners the Sprite Spark today. It was lockdown defense in the second quarter that allowed them to build this lead they now enjoy. Another quarter with that kind of defensive intensity will be more than enough to close this game out, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. That run was a critical stretch, Clark, of the game.
It sure was. I mean, once the private light was lit, they didn't let up.
Well, offensively, it all came together for them, Clark, and really allowed them to take control of the game at that point. This continues to be a shootout.
Well, I'm a fan as well as a commentator. I love this fast-paced action. I mean, it's going back and forth, back and forth.
Back to Artest. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. Artest's got 9 points now in just the second half. Miller kicks to Gallinari. That's him coming off an assist from Miller. He's got his 4th assist in this one. Now here's Kobe, who's guarded by a Flowers. Barnes. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Floor leader he's been at the offensive end.
You know, he's done a terrific job of moving the ball around, sharing it, dispersing it, and running the show. You know, when there's little or no D on this guy and he's headed to the rim, just chalk it up and go on.
Now here's Kobe, not a lot of room. Passes it to Bynum. It's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Well, they should go back to that because you look at this matchup and it's just too strong for them down there.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Well, I think it was certainly a topsy-turvy season for the Nuggets with all the Carmelo trade rumors. But, you know, considering all of that uncertainty, it was good to see the way they rallied after the trade and finished the season really strong.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Nene comes in for Al Harrington. And it's Martin in for Wilson Chandler. And then for the Lakers, Pau Gasol is checked in for Barnes. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for Steve Blake. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, over that break, I was able to catch the message George Karl was giving to his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Good on both. Hey, look at the effects of that Carmelo trade. What that had on the Denver Nuggets, Steve, it seemed like they didn't lose a whole lot of ground in the West once that trade went down.
Well, they got much better defensively after the trade, and they were able to play fast and still score points. The question is, without Carmelo, can you win in the playoffs? Can you score when the defense is set? And I think that's going to be a major task for Denver without Carmelo Anthony, one of the best scorers in the league.
Here is Miller. As their comeback bid had better get started.
I think there's still enough time for it here, Kevin. I think there's a good chance they can make it happen.
I don't know. I mean, it's going to take a pretty big run. They're going to have to be almost perfect to get this one done.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. It's a 10-point game. And he flushes it through. One Franklin with the replay.
Yes, indeedy. Boy, I love that one. That's not just any plain dunk. That has some panache to it.
It's an energizer, guys. That is an energizer.
And that will lift the whole team up.
Boy, that is a sweet feed from his teammate there.
He's covered by Fisher. Miller, the pass to Flux. That's blocked. Lakers leading by 10. Shakes up a three. And Artest with the basket on the assist from Kobe. And that's now 27 points for Ron Artest. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
From the wing, and there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Artest. Artest's got his 7th assist in the game. Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 13. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Ty Lawson, he's checked in for Denver. The Lakers also with a sub. Matt Barnes is checked in for Andrew Bynum. Nene dishes to a flawless over Fisher. It's good from the top of the key.
He's been producing all night. It's up to the rest of his team to start kicking in a little bit.
I think Coach saw a couple of things you wanted to correct. You got to make sure everyone's following the game plan.
Here's nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throw down. Boy, that is an alley-oop of the high. Disorder on the front and back end.
Well, a play they've been working on, I'm sure.
That's got to be the case, because that was impeccable timing.
Lakers leading by 11. Here's Kobe. Oh, and the jam on Kobe.
There isn't anybody in the building that didn't appreciate that throwdown.
Well, Steve, that's as fancy a finish as you could possibly get.
A serious degree of difficulty on that one.
Here's Lawson. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
It's been a nice game for Ty Lawson. 16 points and 9 assists. He's been putting it up, but it's been going down. 100% from the floor.
Yeah, he's just so focused right now. You can see it in his eyes.
Gasol backing down. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Gasol's got 15 points here in the second half.
Boy, he set him up nicely with that pass.
Boy, I love the ball movement, guys. That's 3 of their last 5 shots coming off the assist.
Gets it to go. That's 12 points for Nene.
And the transition defense now, guys, non-existent, invisible.
3 straight fast break hoops. I mean, the D has been sleepwalking. It's been a complete game for him, hasn't it?
Yep, I agree with you there. I mean, he's been in the middle of everything going on.
From deep with Flalo, and again Denver with the triple.
Getting out in transition, guys. They're playing fast and furious.
They've got the deep gasping for breath here for 7 straight fast break points now, Steve.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Defense wasn't able to get back fast enough to contest.
Well, they were caught flat-footed after committing the turnover that time, guys.
Fires from the wing. And Artest gets it to go on the assist from Kobe.
That's a dagger. That will probably finish this game.
Yeah, it's over, Steve. Convincing closeout.
For three, Lawson.
Excellent teamwork to set up that hoop, Kevin. Sweet down there.
And now we decide to foul intentional. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Fisher. Artest kicks to Gasol. And he banks in the layup. And the Lakers lead by 8.
They're looking good here, adding to this lead.
Yeah, you know, time winding down here, the score and the clock clearly in their favor.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're ahead by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Here's Kobe, and they go to the intentional foul. It a 7-point lead. And the Lakers making a change here. Lyman's checked in. 2 for 2, and it's an 8-point ballgame. Denver calls timeout. They trail by 8. 24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Lawson. Alley-oop pick.
That should be absolutely illegal. Guys, great entry back.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
I know you have to foul, but you don't want to hit a good foul shooter.
Yeah, you'd much rather have somebody else get to the line than this guy. He's an excellent free throw shooter.
Perfect from the line, and it's an 8-point ballgame. Here's Lawson. And Clark, maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
I don't think it's going to happen, Clark.
It's really unlikely to dig out of this hole, but you can't think that way. You got to just play it possession by possession.
And that's an intentional foul. It's the first that makes it a 7-point lead. Gets them both, and it's an 8-point ballgame. We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Fires top of the key. And Denver again at the bucket.
You know, guys, this is what happens with him. All of a sudden, he can erupt from the floor.
And so they foul intentionally. Seeks the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Perfect from the line, and it's an 8-point ballgame. Here's Lawson. Over Fisher. Ty Lawson again. And so the Lakers take the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Hone, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.
Okay, that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. So as the All-Star break is over, the second half will be gone as the road to the NBA playoffs will begin here. As the road to the NBA playoffs for 2025, the second half is underway. So our next week, well, actually it's not next week, so we have it tomorrow night. Have 2 games in 1 day at the time, and not doubleheader, non-doubleheader once again. Next game on Tuesday night, we're heads to the TD Garden. Then in Boston for the Eastern Conference rivalry, the Atlantic Division, we got the Knicks and the Celtics. Two of the East rivalries will be meet again for the 3rd time this season. And then after this, we're heading the second game on Wednesday night and Wednesday afternoon. We're headed to Oakland, California once again as the Montana Ellis and Golden State Warriors take on Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks. I'm not going to choose a quadruple-header choice with the Grizzlies, Cavaliers, and Thunder Timberwolves, so I'm not going to choose which is important. So that'll do it for now. I'm Andre Genshin. As remember, the All-Stars game has no more, as this was the new 4-team tournament format since that was replaced by the West and the East format. So instead, it was the 4-man tournament similar to the captain. So this is Andre Kenshin. Reminder, how about Tuesday night? Tomorrow, the Knicks and the Celtics. And then after this, on Wednesday, Mavericks and Warriors. This is Andre Kenshin saying so from Mount High as the Lakers defeat the Nuggets by 6 points, 115 to 109. I'm Andre Kenshin saying so from Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado. We'll see you tomorrow on Tuesday between the Knicks and the Celtics at the TD Garden. And then after this, in the Oracle Arena on Wednesday night, as the Mavericks take on the Warriors. Sign up and peace up. This is Andre Kenshin. We will see you tomorrow. Good night, and thanks for watching.